Thanks for joining me today. We're going to go ahead and spec out the new Lexus GX. So we're going to dive right into the new Lexus GX. Now this is the cousin to the new Toyota Land Cruiser, which I am anxiously awaiting to build out. But in the meantime, Lexus has granted us access to the Lexus GX configurator. So let's go ahead and see what we've got on our plate. Starting out with the premium model at $64,250, no small amount, and going up to $81,250 for the Luxury Plus model. So I've got all the models pulled up here with the differences between them because honestly, we want to know where you can save some money on a new GX and where it should be better spent. So they all come with the same 3.4 liter V6 twin turbocharged, making 349 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. All include a 10-speed transmission. However, there are a lot of differences between the different models. So as you can see, even the base model does get you heated and ventilated seats, seating for 7. This will come in later. And then the Premium Plus adds things like the 360 camera, the power rear door, and the LED fog lamps, and then heated seats in the second row. The luxury model ends up going to 10-way seats with heated and ventilation. It gets you 22-inch wheels, and it adds massaging seats. The Luxury Plus model, the most expensive one, adds a 21-speaker Mark Levinson surround sound system, an adaptive variable suspension, and a digital rear view mirror, but because it weighs a little bit more, it actually has a lower towing capacity, just under 7,000 pounds. And then we get into the Overtrail models, and these are only available in seating for 5, which does make some sense because if you are overlanding the vehicle, you do want space in the rear for all your cargo, or maybe even to sleep in it. These Overtrail models do get a full 8,000 pound towing capacity. And of course they add the off-road goodies like Lexus's old Kinetic Dynamic suspension system, which is now electronic, crawl control with turn assist, and the multi-terrain monitor, which allows you to see out the front camera, and 33-inch all-terrain tires. And if you want massaging seats, go ahead and step up to the Overtrail Plus model. Since we're doing my build, where I think the money should go really shouldn't be in any of these things. Granted, I have multiple kids, so the third row does appeal to me. So I am going with the base premium model. This is actually different than what I was expecting to do when I first launched the configurator. Also, I think it looks a lot better with the smaller wheels. Now, I don't plan to overland with it. Maybe it'll do some light off-roading, but definitely no need for the off-road goodies. Personally, I do want this saddle tan New Lux interior, and there you go. You see the seating 4-7, and recently Lexus has had this nori green pearl that you can find on like the Lexus RX, and I'm not a big green person, but for some reason, I think this works really well. We are going to add the cold area package, which gets you a windshield wiper de-icer, headlamp washers, fast response interior heater, and a heated steering wheel. All things that I want on a day like today where I am looking out the window and it is snow. Now we could add things like a wireless phone charger for only $75, but I'm actually going to skip over that, as well as the traffic jam assist. And I haven't seen this in person because most heads-up displays I don't really like, but they do seem to be getting better, so I'm going to try it out here. 10.7-inch color heads-up display. I am going to add crossbars so I can add some storage to the top, because with the third row up, it doesn't have a ton of space behind it. Now Lexus does offer a full roof rack for $1,580, but I'm going to go ahead and skip over that. And like Toyota's doing now, they have a bunch of accessories that you can get, but these are all things I could pick up at a later date and don't really have an interest in adding at this time. So that brings me to the summary. I get the heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, the smaller wheels, but I still don't sacrifice much in terms of interior comfort unless you are talking about massaging seats and probably a better sound system. So for me, I'm very comfortable with this option, and it only costs $65,940. Now that is a lot. That is what a luxury model GX460 used to cost roughly, and this is now the base model, but you do get a lot of features for the money, and it still gives you a little bit of off-road capabilities. As you may have noticed, since I did go with a more stripped down version of the Lexus GX, I'm really interested in seeing what a build would be like on the new Toyota Land Cruiser. So I will do that as soon as I can. So there it is. What do you think of my build? What would you do differently? Thank you for making it this far in the video. And since you're here, make sure to check out some of my other videos. I will catch you on the next one.